Hello everyone. Today we will take an in-depth look at the key immigration policy proposals introduced during the Trump administration, with a focus on efforts to eliminate chain migration and their impact on family-based visa categories such as F1, F3, and F4. These proposed changes had the potential to significantly reshape U.S. immigration laws, making it more difficult for U.S. citizens to sponsor relatives for green cards. For decades, family reunification has been a core principle of the U.S. immigration system, allowing U.S. citizens and lawful permanent residents to bring close family members to the country. The Trump administration, however, sought to move away from family-based immigration toward a system prioritizing employment, education, and skills, often referred to as a merit-based immigration system. As part of this effort, the administration pushed to reduce or eliminate certain family-sponsored visa categories, arguing that they contributed to chain migration, a term used to describe the process in which immigrants sponsor additional family members, leading to a growing number of new arrivals. One of the major areas of focus was the F1 visa, which allows U.S. citizens to sponsor their unmarried adult children, 21 years of age or older, for lawful permanent residency. This category has played a crucial role in family reunification, enabling parents to bring their children to live with them in the United States. The Trump administration viewed this visa category as problematic, believing it could create a chain reaction where those who immigrate later sponsor their spouses, children, and, in some cases, extended family members. Eliminating the F1 visa would have prevented thousands of U.S. citizens from reuniting with their adult children, keeping families separated across international borders for years. Another category targeted was the F3 visa, which applies to married sons and daughters of U.S. citizens and allows them to immigrate along with their spouses and children. Historically, this category has been a key part of family-based immigration, as many U.S. citizens rely on it to bring their children and grandchildren to the United States. The Trump administration argued that this visa contributed to chain migration since married children who obtained green cards could later sponsor their in-laws and other relatives. Restricting or eliminating this visa would have removed a critical immigration pathway for married children of U.S. citizens, significantly disrupting family reunification efforts. The F4 visa, which allows U.S. citizens to sponsor their siblings for permanent residency, was another major target of proposed restrictions. This category has long faced criticism from restrictions policymakers, as it permits extended family members to immigrate over time. The Trump administration strongly opposed the F4 visa, claiming it allowed entire family networks to relocate to the United States, contributing to long-term population growth. Eliminating this category would have had severe consequences for family reunification, particularly for immigrants from countries like India, Mexico, China, and the Philippines, where many depend on sibling sponsorship to bring family members to the U.S. In addition to proposed restrictions on family-based visas, the Trump administration also introduced major changes to birthright citizenship, a policy enshrined in the 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. This amendment guarantees automatic U.S. citizenship to individuals born on American soil. The administration sought to end automatic citizenship for children born in the U.S. to non-citizen parents, arguing that individuals whose parents were neither U.S. citizens nor lawful permanent residents should not receive citizenship at birth. This proposal would have had significant consequences for families holding temporary visas, including H-1B workers, international students, and visitors. Indian immigrants, in particular, would have been heavily affected, as many rely on birthright citizenship to establish a legal pathway for their families. The proposal sparked intense legal and political debates, with critics arguing it would directly violate the 14th Amendment and face major constitutional challenges in court. The broader goal behind these proposals was to shift U.S. immigration policy from family reunification to a merit-based system, where immigrants would be selected based on education, employment history, job skills, English proficiency, and potential contributions to the U.S. economy. Supporters of these changes believed prioritizing skilled workers would strengthen the economy, reduce the strain on public services, and enhance economic productivity. However, Opponents warned that these policies would break up families, harm communities, and disproportionately impact immigrants from countries with strong family-based immigration traditions. If fully implemented, the Trump administration's proposals would have profoundly altered the U.S. immigration landscape. Thousands of U.S. citizens would have lost the ability to sponsor their children, siblings, and other relatives. Legal immigration numbers would have dropped significantly, and opportunities for family reunification would have diminished. Those stuck in visa backlogs would have faced even greater uncertainty, as entire visa categories could have been eliminated. Changes to birthright citizenship would have created legal confusion for children born in the U.S. to non-citizen parents, leading to complex legal battles. The proposed changes to family-based immigration and birthright citizenship under the Trump administration would have fundamentally transformed the U.S. immigration system, shifting it from a family-oriented model to one that prioritizes employment and skills. These policies sparked nationwide debates and left a lasting impact on immigration discussions in the United States.